Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Parks Bros podcast. We are finally back with our 20th podcast. How about that? After our long break that ended up being a couple weeks longer than I thought it was going to be. But regardless, we are back and in full force. Hopefully, we'll have one once a week ish, maybe once every other week. We'll have to wait and see, depending on the news. But I do have two people joining, and boys, starting with the dude on the with the bird.
Oh, the bird boy.
Bird boy, birthday boy.
Oh, happy birthday,
Dorian.
bird boy.
Yeah, happy birthday, happy bird boy.
My birthday, according to Sammy. Yeah, Dorian, Discorded official. Hey,
I'm not a bird. I am Mario. Mostly coasters on the YouTubes and Instagrams.
Of course, as always, make sure to check out their links in the description. Mario's especially, he has a riveting update of West Coast Racers, but we'll get to that later on. But today I kind of want to talk about the most major news in our realm in just Southern California, and that is Mako at SeaWorld San Diego. This is going to be a big addition to this park. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
Dorian, you want to start since you are, as well as being a bird boy, you're a SeaWorld boy.
yeah, I guess apparently now I am. I think it's an amazing fit for that park. It'll be a great part of their lineup. They've needed another actual roller coaster since Manta, their last edition in 2012.
Yeah.
Their other two, even the one coming out this year, are basically just
Well, they're both clones.
well, yeah,
Technically,
and then they're also not really full layouts. They're more just I'd consider it shuttle coasters. Would you say that? That's
I mean, they're technically continuous circuit, but yeah,
continuous circuit. Yeah,
shuttle
continuous
coasters in
circuit
nature.
stuff.
I feel like the SR2 is like the modern shuttle coaster, if that makes sense.
But yeah, no, this will be like a great new addition to the
I
park.
agree. They've kind of been like the ugly stepchild of the SeaWorld chain. I mean, even SeaWorld San Antonio has gotten better additions in the past 10 years. So,
Arguable.
at least as far as coasters go, I'd rather get Wave Breaker over a Skyrocket too.
Oh yeah, agreed on that.
So, yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say, but it's definitely. I don't know if it's the best coaster they could put in, but I think any high throw coaster would be a good fit since that's what they've kind of been lacking in. So I think it's a good addition for sure.
So the layout itself was leaked over this past week, which is pretty interesting, considering that nothing besides a concept drawing was released when it was first announced. But a new rendering has popped up as well today. There is a flat section right after the drop. So this coaster is going to go drop into an Immelman, into a hammerhead turn, into a barrel roll, into a corkscrew, and then a right bank turn to finish it off. So, but it looks like we might have a splashdown right after the drop. Do you guys think this is actually going to happen or not?
I honestly don't know too much about the layout of SeaWorld, San Diego, but so I don't see any reason why there wouldn't be one. I think it would make sense since it's SeaWorld. It's a park themed to water animals, so why wouldn't you go through the water, right?
That's definitely fair. This is actually, I mean, it's being built from the ground up, like from the parking lot, so they can do whatever they want, really.
Yeah. So yeah, I really don't see why not. It would make it that much better, right?
Yes.
It'd definitely make it a little better, but I could see it totally being something comparable to Valkyria at Liseberg, which opened up this past year, or Krake in Germany. Definitely a smaller, like a mini dive coaster, really is what we're going to call them, but definitely on the higher tier of the mini dive coasters. I mean, this is definitely more equatable to something like Valkyria, and I think it's going to be amazing for the park. Probably not the best ride in California or anything like that, but it does have the opportunity to be possibly a top 10 coaster in California at best, I would say. Probably going to end up in top 15 or top 20, though.
Yeah, I think their target demographic is not necessarily the rest of California, because I mean, I'd say maybe their biggest competitor is not, since they're relatively close, but they don't really have to compete with Magic Mountain. So I think mainly it's the biggest draw is gonna be for the locals who just don't have anything like that in their immediate area, you know?
Easily, yeah.
Okay, can I just interrupt real quick? Not to do with coasters. Did you guys hear about the plan that they are going to have drone shows at SeaWorld?
No.
Okay, apparently in the community thing where they announced Mako, Electric Ocean Year 3 Brilliant Sea Sky Show powered by Intel. 500 Drone Show will be a must-see nighttime experience in San Diego, goal to launch in summer of 2019. Is SeaWorld San Diego going to be the first theme park to have a drone show as their fireworks?
Wait, for fireworks?
Environmentally friendly environment
I don't
alternative.
think so. I think Magic. No, it was Disney Springs did something like this last year, so they are not the first.
But if you check the chat, there's a screenshot of it.
Okay, if it's a nightly show, then yes, they are the first nightly show with drones. But Disney Springs did have a show a while back. I can't remember if it was nightly or not, but I think it was for Christmas, possibly. I can't remember at the moment, but it was at Disney Springs as a drone show in full. I think Tim Tracker did a video on it. That's why I saw it. So
Yeah.
How that's not gonna work with the wind if it's like there's even a breeze, right? Or is it?
yeah, that's a big question mark, I think.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I wasn't expecting SeaWorld to do that.
Well, they've definitely been stepping up their game in the past couple of years. I mean, 3 coaster like additions in 3 years, that's pretty impressive for any park, let alone SeaWorld. So
Yeah, definitely.
I really think they're stepping up their game for 1 to get out of the hole or 2 to sell off in the next couple of years. Ooh.
Hopefully.
Okay, Drew.
But besides this, I back to Mako. What are your guys' thoughts on just anything about this coaster? Just spitball. Go for it.
It's a well-fit area for Southern California to finally get a B&M dive coaster.
Yeah, first quote unquote real dive coaster coming to the West Coast. It's gonna be nothing like Hang Time, so it'll be the first traditional, I guess you could say, dive coaster coming to this
It'll be the
coast.
first dive machine.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Hang Time's really different. But it doesn't feel like I think a dive coaster would.
It
if
does
that
not.
makes sense.
It does not feel like a dive coaster at all.
Yeah, Mario, you can speak from firsthand experience.
It's a completely different experience. I mean, the only similarity is that it has a holding brake.
That's fair. Yeah.
And even then, it's not. It doesn't automatically release you. It kind of slowly gets pulled through the brake run. I mean, not the brake run. It slowly gets pulled through the brakes that are at the same point as the holding brake. It doesn't just release you and then you fall. It kind of drags out the process. So it's a very different experience.
Well, I think if it wasn't beyond vertical, you wouldn't have to, have those trims as you're going down.
Yeah, but it could also it could just stop you a little. Anyways, that's a completely different conversation. But regardless, it does feel entirely different.
So it'll be nice to actually be able to experience a true B&M dive coaster in 2020, next year, which is crazy to think that 2020 is next year.
Yeah.
It'll be stupid, like just ridiculous in all theaters of the theme park and amusement park industry. I mean, heck, we're hearing that Gwazi might be 215 feet tall with a beyond 90-degree drop, which is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, most of 2020 is just going to be SeaWorld parks showing up and just being insane. Besides, Kings Island, Cedar Point, maybe not. Is there any other park that's getting or that's rumored to get a coaster?
Well, I mean, isn't every park rumored to get a coaster every year? None that I can think of off the top of my head that have any serious rumors going around.
Oh, Dorney. Dorney's one I forgot about.
Yeah.
But besides that, there's not really any other parks besides the SeaWorld parks and then the 2 Ohio Cedar Fair parks that are heavily rumored to be getting a coaster in 2020. So, I mean, 2020 is SeaWorld's year.
Actually, I just dropped some photos into the chat of renderings done of what the skyline of SeaWorld will look like after Mako is finally finished. It's gonna be an interesting addition to the skyline for sure.
Can I just say I hate the color scheme? I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but
Agreed.
If it stays away on the concept art, yeah, but
I don't understand. Let me take that back. I don't hate the color scheme. I hate that they're required to have coasters only be blue. Who are you tricking? I know it's to maintain like the visual appeal of the skyline. It still looks like a roller coaster. No one looks up in the sky and thinks Oh, the sky looks a bit odd today, but it's definitely the sky still. It's obviously still a metal structure. Does it being blue really make a difference? I just find it ridiculous.
Sadly, that's not SeaWorld's decision, sadly.
No, I know it's not their decision, but those just one of my thoughts on the coaster.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous to be honest. I think the track will be kind of a white tint regardless, but the supports I've seen a couple different colors for it, from like a dark green even up to a like light blue almost. So we really don't know what the color of the supports is really going to be. But we're pretty sure the track's going to be white.
Yeah, I think a white
Yeah,
track would be nice.
I don't think it looks bad color scheme wise, but I do think it's kind of ridiculous that they have to stick to a certain color scheme instead of doing something like the Hyper in Orlando, the first Mako, which looks incredible.
Yeah, because they only have so many options with their color schemes. Like any other attractions they're going to add are just going to be the same colors of stuff they already have.
Yeah, and can we talk about the observation tower being like a dark blue and how much that stands out in the skyline?
Right, because like even in these pictures that Dorian showed of Mako in the skyline, it's a foggy day. Like San Diego has a lot of cloudy days, so the dark blue is the least camouflaged of colors on a cloudy day.
Like the last picture, Mako kind of does blend in a little bit.
Yeah.
But then there's literally just a stick in the middle of the screen with the observation tower. It sticks out like a sore thumb easily.
Yeah, definitely.
So the whole legal issues regarding what is it, the Coastal Committee?
Well, in terms of their approval process right now, we did get word that they got approved by the Mission Bay Park Committee to finally build it. So now they still have to go through the Park and Recreation Board, the Planning Commission, City Council, and then finally Coastal Commission before they're given the all go ahead to build the ride and start working on it.
Oh.
So we technically don't know if it's actually going to be built for sure yet.
Yeah, technically not yet.
Which stinks. It really stinks.
But we've passed step 1 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, step 1 of 5.
But if I don't know, because they said it's going to be 153 feet. They'll probably just dig down 3 feet, right? That's what we're gonna assume. Well, it's not gonna be 153 feet above sea level, because they're probably the deal is probably not that it can't be 153 tall overall, like from where it stands, but 150. It can't be over 150 feet from sea level is, I'm assuming, the deal.
I think Drew was saying that he got word earlier that SeaWorld has some contracts with I think it was the Coastal Committee, you said?
Yeah, I was actually going to talk about that. Apparently in the master plan, it says that they can go up to 160 feet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why they didn't go higher. Maybe they just wanted the minimum to make sure they got the record.
I think they want to play nice for the Coastal Commission.
Yeah, they don't want to push their luck.
Which is definitely fair. I think that's definitely something you should do, especially
they might take into consideration the height of the vehicles.
That's probably why. Because those vehicles are at least 4 feet tall minimum. So
that's like the seats alone, and then those are off the track. So I think that's actually probably why. Just to
it probably ends up being your head is at 160 feet.
Yeah, but, to not get in any issues with them.
But yes, so actually I got word from a good buddy of mine. You probably know him, but he showed me the fact that there are actually more plans to build 2 more attractions in SeaWorld San Diego's master plan that are at least 100 feet tall, and they can go up to 160 feet tall. So could we be seeing 2 more coasters in the next 5 years or so, do you guys think?
That would be more than I would expect, but at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily be surprised with how much they're adding to all their parks, honestly.
I feel like this is a time where, since they were losing out in the past couple years, like we saw with their dwindling numbers because of the documentary, which we will not name, it ended up pretty much forcing them to spend on the parks, right?
Spend what on the park?
Every dime that they really have.
Oh. Well, they're kind of just like going for broke, huh?
Yeah, and then pretty much just putting it all out there. Hopefully it works. I mean, we're already seeing returning numbers, and we're not even, done with the second year of immense expansion with this park. So I could see it happening. I mean, maybe not 5 years. We will definitely have 2 more coasters at SeaWorld. I'm sure of it.
That's exciting. I wasn't aware of that. So I don't. If they already have so many plans for the future, I wonder if they really are thinking about selling off or not.
It's extremely interesting to think about.
That kind of makes me think that they aren't going to then, or at least that's not their plan A.
But don't take this as, me being completely true. I might be completely wrong.
Right.
So do take it with a grain of salt.
If that is true though, I would think then maybe their plan is not to sell off if they have
That's
that
fair.
many plans for the future.
But this master plan was written in about 2002. So, but they've only.
Wow.
The thing is, though, they wrote down that they could do 4 of these attractions that were over 100 feet tall and under 160. They've only done 2 of them.
Gotcha.
And it's only been in the past, 3 years.
Okay, I see.
So, could we be seeing more of those in the future? Because Manta's not 100 feet tall. Journey to Atlantis isn't 100 feet tall, at least not the ride system itself.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's only 89. So, I don't know. I think this could be an amazing couple years for SeaWorld, even past Mako. If Mako is a complete success, it wouldn't surprise me if they get another coaster in 23.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, another major coaster in 23, yeah.
Well, maybe not major in 23. I could see in 22 getting like a smaller family coaster. Something possibly along the lines of Wave Breaker, even though I feel like that's a waste in a park like SeaWorld San Diego with Manta.
Well, let's be honest. They're already going to have 3 launch quote-unquote coasters, right?
Yeah, but you want to use that as much as possible and use the chain lifts as sparingly as possible, considering you have that height limit of 160 feet. So,
right, that's true.
Hi, Garrick. We're on a podcast.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you can say.
Okay.
You don't have to leave.
SeaWorld.
Well, yeah. They got some stuff that I like the water. What specifically? Sorry, no.
Mako.
Oh, okay. Continue. I will join in.
Oh, Drew, let me actually barge in for a second. Sorry.
I mean, you're not barging, but go ahead.
Well, yeah, no, but actually, just in another picture from their event where we learned about Mako, they actually announced the opening day for Tidal Twister already.
It does say Memorial Day, but I feel like most parks would say that's summer.
I mean, at the rate they're going, it's looking like Memorial Day.
Also, when was this? Was this before they changed the maps?
Yes, I think.
So I feel like that's changed because they've changed the maps to spring.
Yeah.
And usually Memorial Day is the first day of summer, even for a park like Disney. Like they said summer 17, 16 when Guardians opened. I can't even remember. I think it was 17, right? And that was just on Memorial Day. So I could see it even being before Memorial Day as of now.
Possibly. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Speaking of construction, should we move on to our great friend Magic Mountain?
I don't object.
Dirt piles.
Well, I guess we'll move on to it. Speaking of dirt piles, let's move on to West Coast Racers with all of its glorious dirt. But there has been tons of work happening at the construction site. We've got multiple pieces of heavy machinery, including some front loaders, a crane, and even an excavator. So what do you guys think? Do you think we could have it vertical by February?
Yeah, it should be. If, honestly, I mean, despite the fact that it should have been vertical by now, there's no reason that it couldn't be vertical in less than a month.
Okay, definitely fair. I feel like this is, I don't know. I feel like everyone's complaining about it so much in comparison to other parks, but I mean, they're not setting an opening date for March or April.
Yeah.
I mean, Yukon Striker is April. Copperhead Strike is March, June, probably late June at that. They've always said that. So
late June for what? Sorry.
For West Coast Racers.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, I'm not really complaining about it. I think it's more humorous than anything. I think it's kind of silly to complain about it. I mean, what else would you expect from Magic Mountain? They never open I don't remember the last time they've opened something in spring. So to say that it's not open on time with other attractions, it wasn't supposed to. It's always had a summer opening date. I think it's valid to say that they could have started by now and could have finished early, but I'm not surprised in the slightest that they haven't really gone vertical yet, or that they don't even have footers yet.
Well, hopefully we'll see some footers in the next week or so. I'm gonna try and go. But Garrick, Dorian, any thoughts on the new construction that has popped up in the past 2 days?
Just the West Coast Racers. How about it?
Nice
I don't know what really to say. I mean, like, sure, there's stuff there.
It's nice to finally see work on it.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest takeaway from the recent happenings. Despite the fact that nothing that exciting has happened, it's nice to at least see that they haven't like forgotten about it, obviously. But it is nice to see movement at least.
I find it funny too because it's right after we had rain for a week and a half straight working. Or not finally started working, but started work heavily again. I just find that kind of funny.
Yeah.
Is there like predicted date for this? What is Six Flags saying?
No specific
The president
date.
said hopefully. They were crossing their fingers for June. That's what he said in September, but that's all we've really been given.
Yeah, I don't know.
September. I mean, besides Earth, Wind, and Fire. But
hey.
Bad joke.
I don't think it's gonna be June. I'll say that.
I just don't trust anything they say. So.
Okay. I know some people are saying August at the earliest, and I'm sitting there like, it's not a highly themed attraction. Like, I mean, it's highly themed for the park, I would say, but not something like Galaxy's Edge where it's taken a year and a half.
I think it's a pretty big project.
It is a pretty big project, but I don't see it taking as long as everyone thinks, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, I think saying as early as August is, August at the earliest is kind of ridiculous. If we're gonna, if we had to put a date that it is possible for it to open by, it could possibly open by like May, beginning of May, if they just went pedal to the metal and worked on it day in, day out. But that's just not going to happen. But
yeah, if they kept up this pace that they've had the past 2 days, they could honestly have it open by probably early June, maybe late May, if they keep up this pace that they've had the past 2 days. And I hope they do. I really hope they do.
It's just a matter of if that happens or not.
Yeah, and I think our biggest issue is probably going to be the city itself, because I know they're kind of iffy with permits and things. So
yeah, I thought that wasn't supposed to be an issue for this. I thought they'd already taken care of that, but
didn't he say that they had? So then it can't be permits that's holding it back then.
That was my understanding, but maybe there's something else that popped up. I really have no clue.
Yeah.
Also,
true.
another thing we have to take into consideration is they are actively working on Apocalypse too. So it's not all hands on West Coast Racers. So they don't. Their entire focus is not on West Coast Racers.
True. It's also on the land itself too. They still have to repave all of that and replant, palm trees and, paint those new stores. Apparently, there is going to be they're going to butcher me for saying this wrong, but Poke? Maybe, yeah. There's going to be a quick service restaurant for it. So that should be very cool.
Raw fish at Six Flags.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Interesting choice. We'll see. Yeah, their food's definitely been a lot better. It's just I'd be hesitant to get that at any amusement park, quite frankly.
That's fair. Definitely fair. But yeah, so I think honestly, if they keep the pedal to the metal, we could see West Coast Racers open by CoasterCon. And I think I think it has a chance at being open for CoasterCon. Honestly,
I would like to see that because I think there'll be a lot of disappointed enthusiasts if it's not.
Well, if it's not, they'll all probably get a construction tour. So
that's true.
See it testing from 2 feet away or something like that. Hopefully, it'll be testing by then. Goodness, I hope.
Yeah, I think if it's not testing by then, that would be kind of disappointing.
Well, if it's not testing by then, that's when you'd see a July opening date for sure.
Yeah.
Like late July, actually, considering it's like the 16th through the 20th, right? For CoasterCon?
Yeah. I mean, if I had to make a guess right now, right this second, I would guess probably late June, early July. Honestly, I know they're kind of stepping on it now and getting things going, but I don't know.
But you never know what could happen.
Yeah.
So, Garrick,
Yeah.
what do you think of when do you think West Coast Racers will open?
Dude, I have no idea, and I don't even think it's fair to speculate. Just the lack of information I have.
Cool,
So-
very cool.
I guess let's see. Krizani was supposed to open in the spring, right? And
Yeah.
open in the summer. So just add 3 months to whatever they say.
So September.
August. Oh yeah, September.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
If it really was that way every year, oh my gosh. Actually, wait, wasn't Justice League was supposed to open up in spring?
I don't know. Was it?
That opened in
I don't know.
July. Yeah,
We should place bets. We should whoever gets closest.
I'm down.
I have no money.
It
Well,
is
same.
for fun bets. Whoever
I will
whoever
bet-
wins gets a lot of fun.
I will
Okay.
bet 3 crayons.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the most fun either way.
I'll raise you an empty bag of Lay's. I'm gonna put an actual day on it. When's CoasterCon? It's gonna open a week after CoasterCon, a week to the day after the last
Ooh.
day of Magic Mountain for CoasterCon.
All right.
Let me look at the calendar.
I say a week and 2 days.
Ooh,
Gotcha, then. So
you're gonna have the prices right, me.
yeah.
So okay, CoasterCon is the 16th through the 18th for Magic Mountain alone, and that is a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And you guys said a week after and 2 days. So,
It is.
Yeah,
It is. You're sure those are the days? I thought it was the 16th through the 20th.
yeah. The last 2 days are not.
Oh, okay. My stupidness. Sorry.
So 16th through the 18th at Magic Mountain.
So I guess I'm saying the 25th, June 25th.
okay. 25th, and Garrick is saying the 27th.
No, 26.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Wow. I want to change my answer now.
Well, if that's the case, I'd also like to change my answer. There's no way you're gonna have more fun than me.
I want to say June 25th or the week after that. It's gonna be one of those two.
25th is a Tuesday. Just letting you know.
Yeah, they're gonna open it. Maybe they'll try something new.
Going
All
up on Tuesday.
Okay, fine. They're gonna open up on the 28th then.
Yeah, I've been
Alright.
thinking about it and just doing the math. I'm
What,
probably
they're
gonna say
open
the
on the
29th.
29th. Yeah, probably. Yep.
It's just I don't know. I realized I made a rounding error.
Yeah.
I'm good now.
Yeah, that makes
All right,
sense.
Maybe though.
so-
I don't want to be too.
Is that your guys' final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
Yeah, final answer for sure.
Dorian.
Pass holder preview on the 27th.
Okay.
It'll open whenever it opens.
No,
Boom.
take a wild shot. I wanna see what you guess.
It's just for fun.
December 25th, 2020.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
jeez.
just
That's pretty
No,
far
throw
away.
a
Sorry,
real number
I-
out there
I'm-
just
I'm
for
so-
fun. Just for fun.
No, I've been paying attention to the government sheet I found for the SeaWorld attraction.
Huh?
we're on West Coast Racers right now. Okay,
I know, but I found some really cool stuff. Shush.
we'll get to it later. Actually, I already brought that up. Anyways, West Coast Racers. When do you think it'll open?
Give a day. Give a day.
I already gave you a date, December 25th, 2021.
A real date.
Oh, jeez.
June.
December, whatever begins to fade from existence because apparently it's not a real date.
June what?
What?
June what? Give a day. Give a day in June.
20th.
Ooh, really? The 20th? That early?
I don't know. I'm
Thursday?
paying attention.
Like, just throw it out. Just anyone. That's what you went with.
Yeah, telling him to just pick any number. It doesn't matter.
But is that your final answer?
Sure.
I am gonna say the 21st, with pass holder previews on the 14th.
What?
The 14th, 15th.
A whole week early?
Yes. I mean, Wonder Woman, the pass holder previews were 2 weeks before the coaster opened.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, they were 2 weeks. It was only on the weekends, though. I could see it being pass holder preview on the 14th, 15th, 18th. It's only for ACE members. And then, of course, you have the grand opening on the 21st.
So we're all betting on June. That's not even fun.
I know. I was surprised by that. I thought somebody was going to be like August 5th.
Well, I think it'll open by late July at least. But we're all believing in Magic Mountain, so don't let us down.
As a true red-blooded American, I'm gonna say July 4th.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
It's possible. That's not a terrible guess.
Well, no, that's actually fair because that's a Thursday.
Right, you are.
I could see it being
Nothing
like
is more American than a good old roller coaster, and Six Flags knows that.
Can't argue with you there, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it is a big day for. It's actually a huge week, to be honest, for the theme park industry.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise
Freaking
me.
Jim Reed Anderson 2020. Let's make it happen.
What? All I heard was Jim Reed Anderson 2020.
Yeah, America.
What?
Garrick, I like you on the podcast.
Thanks, man. I was gonna show up and complain about my homework, but this is better.
Well, I'm writing all your bets in on my phone calendar.
At least
For
Garrett
July
got
4th.
off
July
of my
4th,
back.
right? Okay.
He's not just betting on a day after mine.
I'm betting on America.
You're saying all of us are unpatriotic.
I mean, I'm not saying it, but it's heavily implied.
Fair. I mean, heck, I don't like Patriot at Great America, so
Oh no, I think the government wants to speak to you.
yeah. Come at me, government. You're shut down anyways. Hey! Ooh, sorry. Too soon. Too
Whoa.
soon. Anyways, let's
Hopefully
move
not
on.
by the time this podcast comes out.
Yeah, we'll see about that one. Talk about Magic Mountain some more, shall we?
Okay.
What offerings do you think they'll have for CoasterCon? Just an interesting thought I had.
ERT mixed with the church group's ERT. Oh wait, CoasterCon or Ace Day? Sorry, I got confused for a second. No, I don't know. ERT in the mornings and night, and construction tour / ERT on West Coast Racers. I can't really think of anything else, honestly.
Okay, definitely fair. I would say probably for the left side of the park is my guess. Probably, Tatsu, X2, Viper maybe even Rev, but we'll have to wait on that one. And then at night, I could see it being towards the right end of the park. If West Coast Racers is not open or not able to have riders yet, I could see it being, ERT on West Coast Racers, on Twisted Colossus, on Drop of Doom.
If West Coast Racers isn't open yet, they're gonna have ERT on it.
Maybe Scream too, possibly. And besides that, Goliath as well. I could see being an ERT option. I know they'll change it up for nights. Like certain nights will be different coasters and stuff like that.
It would be nice to see them have like a good chunk of the park open, since I think a lot of people are going to show up for it.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if the whole park is actually still operating. I don't think it'll be the whole park, but a good majority. I could see.
It would be fantastic if it was like half the coasters, honestly.
Yeah. Honestly, heck, man, if 15 out of the 20 coasters are open, that's perfect. Actually, I do wonder.
Take Gold Rusher and then run it backwards.
Oh,
and then
I feel like they easily could.
That'd be pretty cool.
They should get back on doing the backwards attractions, honestly.
Well, I actually never rode one, so I can't say.
Exactly. Same. I feel ashamed of myself.
Apparently Batman backwards was terrible, but apparently Magic Mountain has one of the best Batman clones. So
I know, let's do Batman backwards.
I'm actually tempted. It'd be cool.
Let's do it. You hear that, Mr. Thurman?
All right. It was. I'm pretty sure that whole promotion failed across the chain, to be honest. So.
They did it as recently as like last year.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, not Magic Mountain. Six Flags.
Was it like over Georgia or something?
Could have been. Could have been any of the Six Flags that have a Batman clone.
Actually, I think I remember it. It might have been St. Louis.
Could have been, yeah. Oh, here's a fantastic idea. X2 backwards.
What?
Yeah.
Okay then.
What?
No?
I like
Yeah,
it. I like it.
hard no. Hard no for me.
Okay, here's another one.
Sorry.
Superman backwards.
Whoa.
I don't see it.
Drop a doom, but instead of it taking you to the top and then dropping you down, you start at the top and then it takes you to the bottom.
And then you get shot up.
Yeah. Now
kinda
I'm
interesting.
thinking that's what they're gonna offer for CoasterCon. That's my official answer. This is turning into a game show.
What is backwards Superman?
Backwards drop a doom.
Upside down drop a doom?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that would be, we'd all pass out from that, I'm pretty sure.
But backwards X2 would be something.
Could you imagine going feet first over the drop?
Dude, that would be trippy. Like the train exits the station
And then you have to
forwards.
backflip? Oh, that's so
How does that even happen? Oh no, that would be terrible. You'd have like 3 Gs of forces on your ribs.
Yep.
You hear that, Mr. Thurman? Let's get that happening.
No.
It's a fantastic idea. Free of charge.
Mario, I swear, dude.
It's a good idea, man.
I remember Garrick telling me one time that we should put Batman clones on Superman's cars. Like the actual coaster, like the Batman clone itself on the cars of
I think you're
Superman.
wrong. It was something on Tatsu. But the idea is still the same.
But like, yeah, like just have it move laterally and then vertically.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, we should put X2 trains on Tatsu. That'd be neat.
Actually, it wouldn't really work because the trains are designed specifically for the track.
Thinking about it though, that'd be pretty cool with that layout.
If you like dying,
Dorian, what
Go
do you
through
think
the-
of this?
the pretzel loop's like enough. You want to? Oh my god!
A pretzel loop on a Ford Ecoaster would be pretty sick, actually.
That'd be amazing.
You could do some interesting things with it.
I mean, it's pretty much like the end of the drop on X2 anyways, so.
Yeah, that's true. Like you do like a front flip going into it, and instead of being on your back at the bottom, you could actually be sitting down and then a front flip out of it, something like that.
Maybe. It's a little, well, I don't know. Hey, Mr. Shilkey, you want to work on that, please?
You hear that,
You're not-
Mr. Shilkey?
You're not employed by them anymore? Oh, they're bankrupt?
You hear that, Mr. SNS Sensei Technologies, also Vacoma, but operates separately still? You hear that?
Oh please, Mr. SNS Sansi Technologies, also Vacoma, but operates separately still, is my father. You could call me whatever.
Hey,
But basically, I don't know what they're gonna do for CoasterCon. That's what I was getting at.
I could see
Yeah.
a backstage tour
Yeah,
workshops.
yeah.
I think they only have one, don't they? Like one central one, but maybe, I don't know.
I have no idea. They'll do like some type of lunch thingy too, of course.
Yeah, I'd love to see the Twisted workshop,
Yeah, that'd be neat.
like the garage.
Twisted
Oh, they'll
Timbers.
do like giveaways too, or something of like they did for Ace Day.
Yeah, I love that. That was cool. Like the dude getting the piece of the X train. That was pretty cool.
And like the Superman wheel and Ninja drive tire or something.
Yeah, and the lock for the restraint on Twisted.
Oh yeah, yeah,
What
that'll
else
be
was there?
fun.
Some posters too, and like a hat.
Yeah, Battle for Metropolis hat.
Yeah, that was.
That
Whoa.
somebody did not appreciate winning.
But regardless, I don't know. Do you guys want to go to CoasterCon? I'm interested.
Well, the answer is yes, I want to go. The answer to am I going is no.
There
Just
we go. That settles that.
I can't pay over $200 to go to two parks that I go to all the time. Like, I understand there's going to be a lot of cool stuff too, but it just I don't know.
Have you seen the official price of it?
No, but I know it is somewhere in like the $200 to $300 range.
Apparently, we save like $70 or $80 if we have the passes already. At least that's what somebody said.
No, I know. Even with the savings of the passes, I don't know if it's something that I
Also,
I
we
just
wouldn't have
rather
hotel.
what?
We wouldn't have to stay in a hotel necessarily either, and that would save another 150 at least.
No, I know. And like I would just rather put that money towards a trip to somewhere I've never been before, you know?
Fair, definitely fair. I really want to do it if West Coast Racers is up and running though. But like we won't know that until a week before or 2 weeks before.
You won't know that till like 3 months after registration is due.
Exactly, and that's the problem.
Yeah. No, I would definitely like to go. It's just not realistic for me.
You two boys?
I'm not paying for it.
Fair.
Yeah. That's
Dorian?
about it.
Dorian?
Hmm?
CoasterCon?
Did he fall asleep too?
No, I've literally just been delving into San Diego government websites.
Oh.
Sounds like fun, dude.
Like we said, the SeaWorld guy.
Because no, some of this stuff is extremely interesting.
Extreme.
Because this is where like SeaWorld posts all of their future plans.
XX extreme.
X, force.
I baited you.
Is everybody in?
Everybody in.
Oh, hey, Dorian, they fixed audio on one of the trains. That'll make you happy.
Oh,
What?
they?
Oh, yeah, since we're on Magic Mountain, they fixed audio on one of the trains, and fire shot out of both sides for the first
What?
time in God only knows how long.
Dude, I didn't even know they could still do
I had
that.
fire on both sides one time, and that was like 6 months ago.
Oh, well, so first time in as much as 6 months. But that'll make X2 fans happy to know that it is getting better.
I
Yay!
haven't been on X2 in a long time.
What you doing Friday?
It's not going to Six Flags.
Drew,
Yes.
I found the actual master plan.
And
The entire document.
cool. We'll go over that after we're done talking about Magic Mountain. Awesome. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm researching.
But I don't know. I'm conflicted about CoasterCon. I kind of want to go. I want to go for a lot of reasons, but I don't know if I want to spend. It's at least going to be 150. I'm sure.
Yeah, they don't have the info up for it yet. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, and I don't think they'll have it up until a week of registration, which a week is not enough time to really, soak it all in and be
I think
like,
they give you a
is
little
this
more than a
worth it?"
week.
I hope it gives a little more than a week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. They usually give you a decent amount of time to figure out whether or not you want to do the events.
But I don't know. I think it could be a lot of fun. I think it could be really cool, just like Ace Day was in September. That was one of my favorite park visits I think I've ever had. But I mean, that was free for me. So
Right.
I don't know. I've totally gotten spoiled with these being my home parks. So I don't know. And heck, I'm gonna buy a freaking SeaWorld Platinum Pass very soon in the next couple of weeks. Honestly, probably in the next couple of days. So that's another $200 down the drain. So
Yeah, that's the problem I have with it is just like there's other amusement park related things I'd rather spend my money on.
and also if I want to go anywhere this year, I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah.
I want to at least do one trip to Texas again, get those parks again because I love those parks, and I want to go to SeaWorld San Antonio for sure since I'm buying a Platinum Pass. And then I'd love to go to Ohio, but that's looking less and less likely just because money-wise. And wow, my sickness is really showing through my voice right now.
I know. Why'd you do a podcast, man?
Because it's fun. Why not?
Speak for yourself. Drew's forcing me to do these podcasts. He's holding me hostage.
Forcing you.
He is.
What?
Yeah, he has us all bound up in a room.
Whoa,
Help us,
whoa, whoa,
please.
whoa, whoa.
He's
How
making
come you
fun
guys
of
gonna be
people.
bound?
He's making-
Garrick's in on it too. They're holding us hostage.
No. Quiet your mouth, or you get the gruel.
Oh, that's hot.
But hey, everybody, check out Mario's channel for sure. Link is down in the description. Please go check it out. Subscribe, like his videos. He's got better content than I do, honestly.
Comment if you missed the podcast, because I'm the reason it hasn't been happening lately. Get mad at me in the comments.
Yeah, check out my channel.
What's your channel called?
I don't know. Let me look.
That's a good one. Watch
That's
all of
not
those
the name of it,
videos.
silly. I just forgot it. Yeah, I don't have a channel. Oops.
Oopsie.
Oh, that's probably why you don't remember the name. Yeah.
That's the duck.
If I don't know, if you wanted to check out my channel, just look at Parks Bros. They're pretty good. I'm in a few of their videos.
If you wanted to check out Garrick's channel, it would probably be called Mostly Coasters, if I had to guess.
No, it would not be called Mostly Coasters. It would be like primarily coasters, or an overwhelming majority of coasters.
I like that.
Something along
Primarily
those lines.
thrill rides that are connected to a track and powered by gravity.
Uh,
What are you, an engineer, Mario? Gosh.
Of the audio variety.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I won't get into that.
Anyway, Magic Mountain.
Yeah, Magic Mountain. Woo!
You know
We're not
what?
getting sidetracked at all.
I complain about Magic Mountain a lot. I don't know if you guys know that. You may have
No
heard me.
way.
You may have heard
how
me
can
say.
anyone know anything really? But that's besides the
You may have heard me say a couple negative things about that park, but I had a pretty great day the last time I went there. Like, aside from the rides not being open till after the park opened, the employees have all been like really nice lately
Well, that's good to hear.
and helpful. Oh, I just kicked the microphone. Yeah, I don't know. They've been somewhat knowledgeable as well.
I had like a totally opposite experience because
Really?
well, I didn't go there, but I was calling them over the phone because I wasn't gonna be able to make it to get the gold upgrade for my thing. I was just calling to see if there's any way I could
crud, yeah.
figure that out. The dude just had no idea what I was asking. It was a terrible experience.
Oh,
but-
yeah.
Yeah,
The customer service over the phone is still, or like over email, is still pretty bad. They
Yeah.
are not very knowledgeable. No, not at all.
it was sad.
Did you end up getting the gold upgrade or no?
No, if I wanted to go, I would have because I got it for Christmas, right? I would have had to go when it was at capacity and wait 4 hours to get into the park to get the gold pass.
Yeah, if you were even allowed in the park by the time
Yeah.
you got there.
Yeah, they did extend the days, but then even then, it's like, who knows that they're gonna do that? You know, it's that's
Well, they
tricky.
did announce that day, so I'll give them that, you know.
Yeah, but like only over Twitter, and if you're not like in the coaster
Yeah, if you're not
community
following them on Twitter.
or
it's-
following them on Twitter, then you have no way of knowing that.
Well, they extended the days for like the holiday thing, but did they do it for like the time you could redeem your gold pass thing?
I don't know if it was about redeeming, but at least if you bought a ticket for that week,
Yeah,
you
okay,
had that
right.
week extended. Also, the season pass holders had that week extended too.
Yeah, I
But I
think
don't
it
know
was
about
like all the.
redeeming.
I think it was an extension of all their offers during that time.
Okay.
But regardless, it
way,
is still
I
kind
don't-
of a crummy system.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I can get why they do it, but at the same time, it's like it's an annoyance. I'm already paying money, you know.
I mean, trust me, I have major problems with a lot of their I don't know, policies, I guess. I wouldn't say policies, but a lot of their customer service as far as like purchasing tickets and managing your pass or membership goes. But in the park, the improvements continue to get better and better, I'd say.
I found really frustrating is I was weighing my options, like do I go drive there and wait forever to get this upgrade, or I just settle with the normal pass, and I was trying to figure out exactly all the benefits of the gold pass and the difference. So you go to the website and you look at the season passes, and every time you look at the normal pass, it says like plus the free gold upgrade. but I know I'm not going to be getting the gold upgrade because I can't make it to the park. So I just want to see what the normal regular pass gives
Oh.
you, and they just don't show
There's
you.
no comparison chart just for the season pass. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stinks.
Yeah, that, like, kind of related to that, they'll say, like, when they're talking about how much you're saving, like, they're like, save up to 60% right now, or like earlier it was like, save up to 70%. That's off of the full price, and the passes are literally never full price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
was
like the
looking at
stuff,
the website the other day, and the Diamond Elite said like $550 value.
hmm
Costed it out and said, 200 and whatever dollars it is. I can't remember exactly how much, but it was like you're saving 45 or 50%.
you
I
know
was
how
just sitting
they're
there
able
like,
to get away with
holy
that
cow.
one? Because they offer it as an annual pass. And
Exactly.
and if you pay for it annually as opposed to monthly, it's 500 whatever.
Yeah, instead of getting like the membership and
Right.
just paying monthly,
Mhm.
which okay, I get that, but like still, it's almost like clickbaity in a way,
Yeah. I mean, that's the point. It's,
Literally everything
Yeah.
else I've ever seen, it's cheaper to pay in full for a larger period of time as opposed to monthly. Like if you pay for Knotz's monthly, it's more expensive than just buying an annual pass. So it's kind of scummy, but whatever.
But how much is the difference? Like $10?
Yeah, but my point is you're saving money as opposed to if you wanted to pay for it in advance, which is what I
But I
prefer
mean,
to do. You're being charged literally twice as much.
I don't know. Like if it's only like a $15 difference, that doesn't bother me. Or like even a $40 difference, that doesn't bother me. Just because I'd rather be able to pay it in increments because I know I'll have that much money for that month
Right.
instead of not having enough money in full.
hmm
But like let's do the math on this. $20. Okay, so a SeaWorld Platinum Pass. I have the chart in front of me because I was looking at a pass earlier. But a $240 Platinum Pass. Okay. And then $20 due today for the easy pay option,
hmm
plus $20 for 12 months. So 20 times 12 is
So you're losing
240.
$20.
Yeah, it's only a $20 difference, and I get
But
to pay monthly.
That's exactly my point. Like it should just be an option. It shouldn't be like you shouldn't be punished for paying in full. Most companies like to reward people for paying in full because they know they're going to receive that money.
Yep.
So it's really confusing why they make it twice as much. And I guess it's just because they want people on the subscription base, I
Yeah.
guess.
I don't know. It's an interesting system. That's to say the least.
Thanks, Garrick. I was trying to compliment them for once. You had to ruin it.
that's right.
But the park is getting immensely better. I will say that.
Yeah.
Like firsthand, it is just getting better as a park goer and as an enthusiast and as just a a person that wants to visit someplace,
Because like I
It's just- it's
literally
getting way better.
But it's Six Flags, and that's bad.
I literally
Said
only
every-
talked to nice employees when I was there. Like, when we got our food, they were like, "Oh, the fries are gonna take like 20 minutes. Is that all right?" And they were like, "Well, can we just like get the fries after we get the food?" And they're like, "Yeah, totally." So like that was nice. And then I was looking for stuff in the gift shop for my girlfriend, and the employees were all really helpful, like trying to find it exactly what I wanted, and then like checking the back, making sure they didn't have any left. I don't know. They were all super nice last time I went. So
That's awesome. Yeah.
and usually
I
they're
haven't-
really
I've
passive
only ever-
aggressive and rude and
I've only ever seen like probably 3 or 4, like a handful of nice and fun employees.
yeah. So maybe they're training them better now or whatever. And the ops were pretty decent as well. The ops have been getting slightly better. I don't want to jinx it, but
But I mean, heck, the last time I was there, I got a bring a friend in, and the dude at the front gate was like the most energetic employee I've ever seen at a park.
no, I know. I remember you saying that too, and that's why I was like, "Oh crap, maybe they are just getting better."
Like he was like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" And he like shook my hand through the window, and he gave me this big smile, and it was just it was so welcoming,
Seems like
it
too
was-
much almost, but yeah.
Well, it wasn't too much. It was just like on the edge of that, but it was just like, oh, whoa, people actually like smiling at me at this park. It's
Well,
a
it's
nice
better
change.
than them getting mad at you for like existing.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, see, like that happens to me though. Like someone's just like overly nice like that. I'm just like, What are you hiding? Like, why are you being nice to me? It's like
Yeah.
it gets to a point where it feels fake, which like obviously a lot of it is, but I don't know. I'm picky. I'm being picky.
You're all good.
I agree, but a fake niceness at an amusement park is a lot better than real rudeness.
Yeah, yeah. I always liked the workers at Discovery Kingdom.
Yeah, they're always like super just like chill and happy and just I don't know, they make your day better.
It's like the ride ops on Joker always seem to just kind of have it be in a good mood, and like it's not like a fake happiness or whatever. Like they're almost kind of snarky, but like in a fun way.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Wonder Woman that one
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Oh
Wonder
my
Woman.
gosh. Who else? Oh, and Zach and I had a great experience with the Medusa ops last time we were there. Just riding like over and over again just to hear the op talking to the people. It wasn't really for the ride itself, but it was just to hear him be like, "All right, is water wet? Go!" and just arguing with guests. It was so fun.
Yeah.
All right, so Dorian, what do you want to talk about since you've been literally posting tons of stuff in the Discord?
What? Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I'm just posting stuff.
Thanks for listening to the podcast, guys. Bye.
I mean, I know where literally every single one of their next exhibit and rides and shows are going to be now.
Are they
Well-
gonna have water creatures?
No, but if you check what I posted, it's a map of literally all their approved areas where they're allowed to put exhibits and shows and future parking garages and a future hotel and stuff.
Wait, what?
Oh wow, this was approved in
appro-
2001, huh?
That's so old.
No, but this is what Drew was
It is
talking
old, but
about,
it's
right?
still, yeah, this is the same master plan Drew was talking about.
I
they
had
have-
my
they
own
have-
master plan. It didn't work.
They have permissions to build a hotel and a parking garage, and then I can see where all of their future attractions and stuff can be.
So Mako's going to be on the right side of this, correct?
Mako is on I2, yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Electric Eel took up H2, and then Tidal Twister is F2. Manta's
Bingo.
E-
Sorry.
Manta's E2, correct?
Yeah.
Or is it both of those plots with J2 as well?
I think it's only
I didn't
E.
like that noise. I didn't like it, for the record.
But it's kind of crazy that they're still using this master plan after all this years.
Yeah, that actually is.
It does approve them. It says on their thing.
Some
It does
master
approve the
plan.
4 rides.
Okay, I'm going to have to make a video about this. Holy cow. Thank you,
Yeah,
Dorian.
there's like a crap ton of stuff in here.
I'm surprised nobody's like
Wow.
shared this specifically and has just like talked about it. I guess.
Well, maybe we shouldn't be talking about it so no one else.
Okay. Shh.
Cut this out. Cut this out.
Yeah, let me make a video about it first, please. Cries. Taylor, don't you do it. Don't you do it again. Steal my views, man.
Props to Dorian for doing the deep diving and digging and
Yeah, at Discorded_official on Instagram.
for
Yeah, no, this
stuff
is-
that is not related to this at all. But you know,
Yeah, no, it's like his music stuff.
True.
But
Follow me on Instagram. I have 3 pictures.
oh, you have 3 now? Wow.
Wait.
you can
Mhm.
follow
No,
Garrick
four,
at Mostly Coasters.
Hey, that's not true.
But,
You're just trying to get
What's kind of cool is
trying
that
to steal my thunder.
most of the projected things on this are coming true. So that's crazy.
So Area 5's future hotel. What's 4? I can't read it.
Area 4, it's a future marina expansion.
Wow.
I
Okay,
think
and
they've
then
already
parking
done
lot,
that.
bottom left corner, educational thing. Is that what's above the parking lot?
That's their summer camp. They already built that.
Front gate. I mean, that's happening for 2020.
And that's happened twice now, yeah.
Yeah. What other plots have not been taken up so far? Just G2, K2?
G2 is their pavilion, so that I could see them tearing out anytime because nobody ever uses it except for private events.
Okay.
So that'd be an awesome place for a ride.
What about K2?
I can't tell, but I think K2 is where Penguin Encounter is.
Okay, what about, and then H2 is Electric Eel,
Yeah.
and then Splashdown Ride, that's Atlantis, yeah.
I can't tell what L2. Oh, wait, L2 is where they built Ocean Explorer and stuff. Oh. I think. Yes, yeah, it's Ocean Explorer, I think.
Oh, that's interesting. The one that just gives a breakdown of the theme park zone versus the parking lot zone, and the current parking lot is exactly where Mako is going, but it's inside the theme park zone. So
Yeah.
that's been in their plan since 2001. That's fascinating.
It's crazy, yeah.
That's insane that they're planned.
They've
I
had
mean,
that
I know
plan.
parks do 20-year plans and like 50-year plans, even if they don't make sense. But wow, the fact that they're still going through, that's crazy. I'm sure they always wanted a big tiered coaster there.
Well, that's why it's a B&M dive coaster, because they've been planning it out since 2001. Shots fired.
That's funny. I like that. Well done.
But is there any plot that has not been taken up yet?
Only plot I can currently predict that they'd tear out would be for the Nautilus Pavilion at G2.
And everything else is full?
Everything else currently is full unless they want to take out Ocean Explorer, but they just built that like last year, so
Yeah, so probably not.
probably not.
What could you fit in G2? Because F2, if F2 is Tidal Twister, Twister
F2
is quite small.
F2 includes the Cirque Stadium, and it looks like the Bay Area.
Okay, got it.
And then into Tidal Twister, yeah.
Realistically, the plot that we would probably see another attraction, probably in like 4 or 5 years, considering they have to take out a pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
What does a pavilion consist of?
It's literally just glass and seating and stuff.
Oh, it's stuff?
Yeah.
Descriptive.
Very descriptive. Here, let me find a picture of it.
But if they're going to tear it out, it doesn't seem like that'd be too difficult. I mean, ripping stuff down is not as hard as putting it up, right?
No, that pavilion's been there since...
Is that overly simplified?
The pavilion's been there since the
dawn of time.
It's basically since the park opened, so it's not used as much as it used to be.
This is pretty interesting.
Wait, so the first link you set too is from San Diego's government site, right? That talks about Mako then, huh?
Yeah, the 2021 is their presentation to try and convince the city council to approve it.
Okay.
And you can see all their plans and stuff for it in there and how it's following their plan.
Oh, okay, so those oh wow, so those pictures were not like some random person photoshopping Mako.
No, this is all officially made by SeaWorld, yeah.
So we might see a splashdown then, considering how flat that track is at the bottom of the drop. But then again, the drop isn't 90 degrees in that photo as well, so...
It's a rendering.
Yeah. Wow, this is interesting. And considering the fact that they still have 2 options for 100-foot tall, attractions. Minimum.
We'll just have to wait and see.
But they only really have 1 spot for that. So, Skyline Eclipse?
Okay. Installs 2 skylines at the sign park. Totally.
If it worked well for them, I could see them doing that.
I mean, it'd be interesting, but
actually, no, I couldn't. I take that back. That sounds so stupid. Because the Eclipse model is so similar. It's like a hybrid between the what's the current one? Shoot.
Harley Quinn.
No, the one they're building right now.
Tidal Twister.
Yeah, but I forget the name of the model. Anyway, it's like a mix between Tidal Twister and Electric Eel. And then the Eclipse model is just like those two combined.
Yeah, it'd be useless.
It'd be the dumbest thing they could do. It'd be like the West Coast Racers of the park. But
okay.
Well, here I can take a picture of the plot over here. The land. This is what Nautilus Pavilion is. Like that's the plot of land of what it is. So it's mostly empty except for the main pavilion area.
I couldn't see a big coaster there though.
An Intamin Blitz, perhaps.
Ooh, but I don't know because they have Manta. Ooh.
Yeah, no, I'm just joking.
All right, we should save this for another day because this is insane.
They would work with Intamin though. I mean, they just did. Not that park, but SeaWorld.
But yeah, no,
Wavebreaker, no?
Oh, wait, yep. Yep, I forgot that was Intamin. So yeah, okay.
So it's definitely, they're definitely one of the chains that is willing to work with Intamin.
Yeah, well, like the only chain.
The chain. Yeah.
Well, Merlin, maybe?
The American chain.
Yeah, true.
That should just be their new slogan.
All right.
Podcast. Drew talks about SeaWorld for 3 hours.
Yeah, this is
quite.
So I think actually we're probably going to end it here because we've been going for how long now? At least an hour plus.
At least an hour and 17 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Wow, that's pretty
Perfect.
And,
But regardless,
and 50 seconds.
oh my gosh.
Well, we
But
can look
instead
forward
of-
to some videos from Drew talking about the
Dirt.
overall plan I'm getting.
Oh.
Yeah, I probably will make a couple of videos about it. We'll see. I got to do more research on everything. But I hope you have enjoyed listening to our rambling for an hour or so, depending on how long the edit goes. It is currently 12:30 in the morning for us who have been
Darn.
recording. So yeah, we're up late. But regardless, thank you for watching. And just one last thing, we have who is here, and what would you like to link?
Who's here? Oh yeah, because Sammy fell asleep and Garrick joined, huh?
Sorry.
We got Dorian.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I guess only. Okay, guys, I'm the only one on the podcast. Hi, guys. I'm Parks Bros. I'm taking over now.
You wish.
Drew, what's your links?
Yeah. What's your links?
My links are Mario dot stinks / really bad.
What? How do
That's
you
also
know?
my link.
You guys are
I take that
ganging up on me. I told you they're holding us hostage.
My link is thisride-is-appetizing.com.
My link is
Hey,
send.help at assoonaspossible.com.
Wow, I'm surprised you guys didn't make the Japan joke. Anyways,
What?
What?
I can't go to Japan because I don't have money.
You just roasted yourself right there. You didn't do
I
anything.
was waiting for that joke. Oh yeah, Zach, where's that video?
Parks Bros roast guy is coming in the
Did
end
you
of the
just
year.
ask Zach a question? Zach hasn't been on this podcast at any point
No, I know.
tonight.
It was a metaphor. Never mind.
Oh, I'm just confused because you didn't know who was on the podcast, so I thought maybe you thought Zach was here.
Well, Garrick is also here. Anything you want to link?
Sorry.
Why are you sorry? I'm asking what you want to link.
I'm sorry for being here.
Garrick,
Garrick.
sorry.
I'd like to second that.
You're sorry that I'm here. You're sorry for being here.
Both.
Oh jeez, what is this? What is this call turning into?
This podcast is our first one back. Give us a break.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks. We need to get back into the rhythm of things. But also Mario at Mostly Coasters. You can check out his YouTube. He's got some stuff.
Yeah, and more stuff on the way. I actually post now.
Yeah. Hey, dude, where's the video about why the beast sucks? I want to know why. It
This
sucks. You
coming.
gotta tell me.
I haven't. I'm still thinking of all the reasons. Once I
Oh.
finish, once I finish thinking of all the reasons, then I'll post it.
All right. Well, I think I will end it here, though. Any last words, anyone?
Spaghetti.
Awesome. Don't touch my spaghetti.
No, that's
Um,
Don't hug me. I'm scared.
Oh my
That's a
god.
great series.
Please hug me. I'm lonely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Regardless.
just end it. This is over.
If you have stuck up with us for this long, I am sorry for your life decisions. But yeah, there should be a lot of interesting stuff in the next coming weeks podcast. Hopefully it's not as bad as this one. But thank you for watching. I'm sorry for your loss of time. Kids, we'll see you on the next ride.
Hoopla!